Hi, my name's Sam Saggers, Director of Positive Real Estate. The property market's always changing, so you need to be up to date with what's going on. And right now it's an interesting time. The Reserve Bank of Australia is alluding that potentially rates will come down even further. Right now the real estate market's sitting at parity, and that's a great thing in a lot of marketplaces. Let me explain what that means as to what's going to happen in the market into the not so distant future. See, real estate, generally when we look at real estate and budget for it, the average real estate interest rate across Australia over the last couple of decades has sat around 7%. But not everyone can buy real estate at around 7%. In fact, that's quite a constraint on affordability. But interest rates, they tend to go up and down, don't they? And so at the last market peak, the highest interest rate in around 2008 was sitting at around 9%. How many people can buy real estate in a 9% interest rate market? Not many. There's certainly great pain in the marketplace at a 9% interest rate, so it requires a different school of thought. But right now, interest rates are dipping. They're actually on their way down, and right now the lowest interest rate sits at around 5.99% as a fixed interest rate in the marketplace today. So what does that mean? Well, quite right now, a lot of people can actually afford to get back into the market. Of course, the real estate market is safe as houses, as they say. So there's a huge pool of tenants sitting there actually discovering right now that it is essentially cheaper to own real estate than it is to rent real estate. Interest rates are sitting at around that sort of 6.25 as a variable, and more often than not, rental returns are actually sitting at around 6.5% in some of the undersupplied marketplaces. If you go out to Western Sydney right now, it's a huge amount of, it costs a huge amount to rent a property, and it's actually cheaper to own a property now than rent. So what's going to happen? All these buyers are going to hop out of the pool, the tenant pool, and become first home owners or owners. And what does that do? That puts a lot of rising pressure on the supply and demand of real estate. Right now we're already seeing it in some marketplaces that sales volumes are going through the roof because literally all these buyers are coming out of the woodwork. That's going to drive price values up, and if you're not already in real estate at the moment, you need to consider quite seriously how to get into the market, because you might just miss the boat if you don't act soon. Okay? RP Data just put out a really interesting report. They named the top 200 suburbs around Australia where it's actually cheaper to own a piece of real estate than it is to rent. So come along to one of our property information nights. They're held all around the country. They're full of great information on an ever-changing property market. We'd love to catch up with you soon.